Do I have DNA?
Yes.
Okay. Great grandma?
Yes.
What about the pets you have?
Yes.
Yes. What about these plastic locks? No.
Alyssa Guzman is drilling down on a biology lesson at the Norman Glick Middle School in Empire, California. But the science work here isn't being done in the classroom. It's being carried out in a specialized mobile laboratory.
Close. You waiting for your partner? You waiting for your partner?
The 53-foot mobile lab is an outreach project of the National Ag Science Center. Funded by private donations, the traveling laboratory delivers a field trip experience to schools and focuses on the role of science and technology in agriculture.
Kids think that agriculture is just basically working in the field, and they don't understand and make the connection that every part of agriculture involves science. Whether it's a chemist in a food processing plant coming up with a recipe for the next hot sauce, or an agronomist out working with the soil, or a farmer who has to do density measurements every day to mix his chemicals.
Okay, now in that cell is the DNA, but do we know exactly where it's located?
Yes.
Yes.
The Ag in Motion Lab rolled out in 2011 and serves some 15,000 students a year with hands-on science experiments like photosynthesis, soil acidity, and dairy chemistry. These middle school students are examining the DNA in strawberries.
So step one, we mashed the fruit, and by doing so, we broke down the cell wall.
Encouraging students to think of agriculture in scientific terms is one of the ways agribusiness is hoping to change its image and attract young people to the industry. A study by Purdue University found that between 2010 and 2015, some 55,000 new jobs each year needed to be filled in the areas of agriculture, food production, and renewable natural resources.
Go back in. It's the clothes we wear, it's the food we eat, and the house we live in. And just for them to get that understanding and grasp on it at such a young age, and it's a give and take relationship to appreciate nature and ourselves as well.
Diego Villagran and his lab partner are following the steps to isolate strands of strawberry DNA.
This was very interesting. I would actually like to go in depth more with this and actually learn more about how you can extract DNA from other things other than strawberries.
There are mobile classrooms. We're part of the Mobile Laboratory Coalition, which is a national, actually an international organization of mobile labs, but we are the only one that is agriculturally science focused. And we're 53 feet, so we can fit every student in a class in the mobile lab doing an experiment at the same time, up to 40 students at one time.
Roger Lawson teaches science to these youngsters at the Glick Middle School.
One of the things is the novelty. The kids get to go into the trailer, and that just seems to get them perked up about it. The other one is having someone else tell them the same things I've been telling them throughout the year. And so having it come from a different perspective and in a different environment definitely seems to help, and it keeps their focus.
I was actually expecting us just to watch like presentations of people, basically not really to do anything hands-on, but my expectations were totally wrong from when actually we went in there. We had a hand-on experience on how to extract DNA from just a simple strawberry.
We're a #1 producer of many commodities here in the county and in the Central Valley of California, and it's making that connection to what our #1 industry is. For the science teachers, it's making that connection to the agricultural industry, which they don't necessarily have the opportunity to do in their classrooms, and connecting it to jobs and careers, and giving these kids an opportunity to get excited about science and perhaps take more science classes or go into FFA in high schools. It's bringing their science class to life